In this video we will learn to automate Kite Connect access token generation. First we will create a Python file. Then we will install the required Python packages. Then we will import the required Python packages. Then we will create a text file with the required credentials. In the text file we need to add API key, API secret, username, password and TOTP key. To get the API key and API secret we need to log into Kite Connect website. Go to kite.trade, select login and log in with your email ID and password. Then select your application. Here you will get the API key and API secret. Copy the API key and API secret to the credential text file. Username will be your Zerodha login username. And password will be your Zerodha login password. To get the TOTP key, we need to log in to Zerodha. Go to kite.zerodha.com and log in with Zerodha user ID and password. Enter the TOTP. Now open the user profile and select password and security. Now click on Disable External TOTP. Then enter the password and OTP received. Now you need to re-log in to Zerodha with password and OTP from Kite mobile app. If you are having problem in getting OTP from Kite mobile app, you can select problem with mobile app code and use SMS or email OTP. Then go to user profile, select password and security. Then click on Enable External TOTP. Enter OTP received in email and verify. Now click on Can't Scan, copy the key. Then scan the QR code in Mobile Authenticator app. Then enter the OTP from the Authenticator app. Then enter the password and then click on Enable. Paste the copied TOTP key to the credentials text file. Now we will read the contents of the credentials file to a list. Now we will create a session object. Then create a dictionary login_payload with key user_ID with the value of third item in credentials file and a key password with fourth item in credentials file. We will use the session object and call the post method with the Kite login URL and pass the login_payload dictionary we created. We will save the response to login_response. Then we will create a dictionary 2fa_payload with keys user_id, request_id, 2fa_value, 2fa_type, and skip_session. We will use the session object and call the post method with the kite2fa URL and pass the 2fa_payload dictionary we created. We will save the response to 2fa_response. We will create a kite connect object with the API key from the credentials file. We will use the session object and call the get method with the kite login URL. We will save the output to response. We will save the response URL to URL variable. This URL will be containing the request token. We need to extract the request token from this URL. We will use the find method to find the starting point of the request token in the URL, and the request token will be 32 characters in length, so we will extract 32 characters from the starting point and save it to request_token. We will use the kite object and call the generate_session method and save the output to data. We will save the access token to a text file. Access token needs to be generated only once in a day. We can use the generated access token for the entire day in other scripts for trading. Now we will run the script. The generated access token will get saved to the text file. Now for testing, we will use the kite object and call the LTP method to get the last trading price of Infosys in NSE. In this video we have seen how to easily automate Kite Connect access token generation. Please like, share my video, and subscribe for more such videos.